Hi, it's Anne from the Useless Crafter. Today we are going to do Daisy. So let's go to upload. I've already uploaded her into Design Space, and we're actually doing this image right here. And we're going to do her at 18 inches. So 18 inches, I'm starting to like 18 inches because most of the time I find that we're only slicing it in half. So usually if the length is 18, the width so far that I've seen has not been more than 11 inches. So you really only need to slice it one time across. Um, but at 18 inches, it's still sizable. So what you want to do is I like to reduce the screen size over here so that I'm not scrolling up and down so much. Um, with this image, I do plan on using glitter cardstock for everything, including the black. So I'm not that concerned with where we're slicing her. Um, but there's really no particular place that's jumping out at me to slice across. So I'm almost thinking it might just be easier to slice it mm, maybe right here, straight over. Because we're using black glitter cardstock, hmm, yeah, I would say just like maybe right here. So let's ungroup her. Um, The only thing that we're gonna need to slice is gonna be the black. I don't think it would be crazy if anything else needs to be sliced. So, all right. I think we're gonna slice it like right around here. So let's just bring in our square and make that 11 inches. So we have to slice, it can't be here because then it would, I mean, it can, but then you would have it in three sections, which is not what we want. So I think we were trying to slice right around here, but you know what? I'm sorry. Let's upload it one more time so we can see everything. And here she is. And let's make her 18 inches just so that we can kind of see what so here she is. So if we slice right here, you're gonna have this edge right here, and I think that's fine. So, okay, so I'm good. Let's delete her and let's slice this image. And remember, we can only slice two items. We only have two items here, which is the black image and the square, so it's pretty easy. And this is perfect. So we can just get rid of all the slice results, okay? And then in here, I don't know if you noticed, but there were a lot of little dots. So let's go to contour and let's just see what we have here. Yeah, all of this, it's not worth it for the Cricut to cut. This, yes, but let's hide all contours. So it's not cutting out all these little pieces that does nothing for our image, okay? It's just messing up your blade. So I'm not down with that. Okay, so let's get out of contour. Now it's one big black piece. So this is good. This is 6.3 by 5. This is 7.6. This is not good. Let me undo. Undo. It's still too big. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm undoing everything. So I'm glad I'm glad we had that little conversation. All right, so here we go. That was not enough. It needs to be higher. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, so let's put her back. And let's slice um, maybe right here. So it's going across the cuff. You're going to have a little bit right here, 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 and here. It won't be noticeable at all with the glitter cardstock. So let's now delete her. Let's now slice again. And this time I can show you what I was talking about. See all these little pieces, all these little dots? We don't need that. So let's get rid of our slice results, and then we'll go to contour, and we'll contour both the top and bottom to make sure that we don't have those issues. So this piece right now is 7.6 by 9.4, all good. Let's go to contour, and I'll make it small so you can kind of see it. Like all these little dots right here, let's hide all. I do want this little piece. But you know what? I don't even want that piece. This should be all black. It won't even be noticeable, and I'll prove that to you in just a second. So let's back to upload. Let's bring her in. That little piece is this. So now it's just going to be one solid black. It's much easier. I think it's more distracting to try to cut that little piece out of our foam board and make it look nice. It will be easier if it's just one solid piece, and it'll just be all black right there. And I can show you that by, let's go there and let's contour, and let's get rid of that piece so I can show you what that looks like, okay? So it's this piece right here. And see, now you have that. You wouldn't have even noticed that that was all black right there, okay? All right, so let's delete her for the last time. Let's look at this and let's contour just to make sure that there's, oh, see, there's a bunch of little pieces that we don't need. Hide all, and yeah, we don't need those little slices. Okay, so now we're all good with these two pieces. Let's look at this. This is, we want to ungroup this piece, and because ungroup is not an option, I'm going to, let's slice, and let's just have a couple of squares. So let's duplicate it a few times, and then let's slice out the bow. And all our slice results, we don't need it, okay? But now this bow is by itself. It's 3.5 by 4, so that's all good. And it's all together, so I'm okay with keeping it together. Here's our shirt. So here's our shirt, and now our shoes are separate, okay? Now let's look at our shirt. Our shirt is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. Because this is such a small piece anyway, I want to show you what I would do. So let's duplicate this into 7 sets because we're going to separate each piece. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and let's contour. Hide all, and it's going to leave us with, which piece did you leave us? This bottom piece. I'm good with that. So now this piece is by itself. Let's go to the next one. Hide all, and it saved us this piece, right? So let's just move slowly over to the right. We'll do the arm. We want to undo this piece because we already did that piece. And so now here's the little arm cuff. Let's keep going. Contour. Hide all. Now we want this piece. We don't want this piece. And so that way later when we go to cut this, it's all going to fit hopefully on one piece, one 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. Here's the next one. Contour. Hide all. We want this little V. We don't want this piece. Okay. And it's not that time consuming. So I like to do it just so that I can save my cardstock. Hide all. I want this big piece. I don't want this piece. And see, we're almost done with her shirt. We have just 2 more pieces left. Contour. Hide all. And I want this piece. I don't want this piece. Excuse me. And then we just have this little cuff left. So contour. Hide all. I want you. And I don't want you. And there. So now the shirt is all good. I do think the shoes we should probably separate because there's a lot of space here that we could do better. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't want that small piece and that small piece. Okay, I don't think it's worth it. So let's duplicate 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I know it's crazy. Let's contour, hide all, and it left us this big one. So I'm good with that. The next one, contour, hide all, and let's just make our way over, okay? So I want this piece, I don't want this piece. So now we have the two bottoms, the next piece, contour, hide all, I want the bow, and I don't want this big piece. Contour, hide all, I want the middle piece of that bow, don't want this big piece. It's over there somewhere. All right, let's contour this one. Hide all. I want this bow. Don't want this piece. Okay, the next one. Contour. Hide all. We want this piece, and we don't want this big piece. And there, that's our left shoe. Let's do our right one. Contour. Hide all. And we want this piece, but we don't want this piece. And then the next one, contour, hide all, and I want this piece. I don't want this piece. Okay, and then the next one, we're going to contour, hide all, and we're going to get down to the bows. So just 3 more pieces left. I want this piece. I don't want this big piece. Okay, and then contour, hide all. I want this piece, not this piece, and darn it, I don't remember which bow I already have. So we have this bow, which is this piece. Okay, so we need the far end piece. All right, close call. Hide all. I want this one. I don't want this big piece. All right, so the purple is all good right now. Let's continue moving on. So this, I would do the mouth together. So let's just slice out the mouth. Oops. Here, let's move this down to cleaner space. Okay, so I want just the mouth. And you see it's in a lot of traffic right here, but it's totally okay. As long as my arrow only selected the mouth or the gold and the square, which it did because I have slice available over here, we can totally slice. And see, now we can get rid of this. Here's the mouth together. I can even use the same piece right here and get that cuff. Okay, and so I'm going to slice these 2 items. Get rid of that. And here's my cuff. Okay, I'm keeping all this together. The only thing I want to separate now is the 2 here. We could slice out the little buckle. So this buckle is by itself. We can slice out this buckle so that when we're contouring, we're only contouring 2 items. I'm trying. There, I think that's good. We'll see. All right, slice. I think we did it perfectly. All right, so here's the other buckle. This we can get rid of. And so now this is just 2 pieces. So I just need to duplicate once. And let's go to contour. Hide that one. So now that foot is by itself. And then on this one, contour. I want to get rid of this foot. And let's see what we have. Perfect. All right, so that's all done. Now we have just the white. Now the white is a lot of pieces here. Let's, wow, we don't need all of those little pieces up here, these little thin slices. So I'm tempted, the first thing to do is go to contour. And let's just look at these pieces. We don't need these little thin slices. I don't know what they are, but I don't think we need it. Are those still there? Oh, that's 3 pieces. Okay. Wow. Yeah, sometimes these designs, I mean, these details, I just don't think it's, oops, I need that. I wonder if I can find these small pieces over here. Yeah, we don't need those. Yeah, all these little pieces. It's just not worth the headache. They're so small. Wow, what are these pieces? Look at these tiny little things. It's like, okay. So now that we got rid of all the small pieces, let's look at this. So this would all fit on one piece of white cardstock. I think what I'm going to do is just separate it by 3s. So let's bring in our square. Make it really big so we can just use 1 square. Okay, so I'm going to leave that here. Let's bring this over. Let's slice out this top portion. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, so this now is all together, and I'm fine with that. That's pretty efficient with how it's sliced. It will also, when we comes out on the mat, we'll know where everything goes. So I am definitely inclined to do that. This little piece here is so small. Let's slice it out so we can see. I mean, it's like 1/4 by 1/4. Let's go to contour. I'm not even gonna cut that. That's too small to keep track of. Okay, now here we go. I do want to, I'm gonna try to separate this. Okay, slice that. So now I have this. I don't need this. I'm tempted to slice this one out by itself. Let's see if that will work. Almost there. Okay, let's slice these 2 pieces. All right, so we're done. Let's delete that. Let's save this. This is Daisy, 18 inches. All right, and then let's just look at this panel on the right-hand side. Scroll down. There are no warning signs. I think we're good. Let's go to make it. And see how the white earlier, it was going to be a whole sheet, right? And now, you know, we can make it very efficient, depending on what you have, right? You could do something like this. You can move this up here. And so now the next time you use this white, you have a lot of white left. This one, I would probably, oh, see, there's that little piece right there. It's some small sliver that we're not going to keep track of. So I'm going to do it like this. Oh, my face was covering the other buckle. I was wondering where it was. And see, this is now much smaller, right? Same thing with this purple. It can definitely be more efficient here. And you can move these little ones in, right? A lot of moving pieces for 18 inches, but it's gonna look amazing. Not sure if it's worth it just yet. This might be the death of me. It's a lot of pieces for 18 inches. So sometimes with these pieces, it would have been a lot easier to make it 30 inches, right? Because these pieces would have been big pieces. But that's okay. It's just what we have. All right. I'm curious if I can make her fit on one. So let's is there any room? What is that? I wonder. It's so close. It's just her shape. I don't think that there's anything I can do to make that. I just twirled her around. It's so close, but we can't fit her onto one. So it's going to be two sheets of cardstock. So you're going to have one white glitter cardstock, one gold, which can be reused. Both the white and the gold can be reused. Same as the lilac, and two sheets of black. All right. Thanks, guys.